Isn't he that guy that sang Glad You Came? People know me more as being from The Wanted, which is cool. They're seeing a very different side of me. They're seeing a more grown-up side of me and at the old age of 23. Oh, he doesn't sound how he looks.
You capture me unlike no other.
I read somewhere that you started singing when you were 6 years old.
Yeah.
That's pretty, so basically like your whole life.
Pretty much.
What kind of artists have you been listening to that kind of influenced you vocally?
My granddad was the most amazing piano player I've ever seen in my entire life. And he played for like Ella Fitzgerald. So I've always had like a very musical family. I've always been surrounded by it. So I think that's why I kind of started singing so young. My dad loves Motown, so he was listening to like The Temptations, Marvin Gaye. My mum loves jazz music, so I was listening to Frank Sinatra. Big fan of Donny Hathaway. So I think there's like a real sense of jazz and soul kind of with my upbringing. Obviously at the same time, you're surrounded by pop music as you're growing up. So I think there's kind of a healthy balance of different genres.
Totally. I think we hear that a lot in your voice as well too, like a lot of the classic and jazzy kind of stuff.
Oh, thanks. I think that's kind of where I've drawn from. But at the same time, I still want to keep it as a pop album because I don't want to be that guy who's like, I'm not pop artist anymore. Because that's just a bit like, yeah, come on. So I've really kind of found my own sound, I think.
And the sparks will fly. They will never fade. Cause every day gets better.
And there was a time when I sat down and started writing music and I was like, what's everyone else doing? What have I got a right to get played on the radio? Like, what's, I don't know, a load of other artists doing at the moment? Where are they taking influence from? And I was like, actually, you know what? I'm just going to take influence from myself. I'm going to start writing music. I'm going to start writing songs. And I'm going to see where I end up. So I wasn't like, I want to do this. It was, I'm just going to write and see what happens, right. Which was a really therapeutic thing to do.
Promise it won't get broken. We'll never forget.
And how has that affected you performance-wise? How have you changed?
Well, I think it's very different to five guys jumping around on stage like lunatics to being a solo artist now with an 8-piece band. There is a massive, massive difference, and I had to grow into that. But I've really found my own way of performing now. And I've got very comfortable. I think in the last couple of months in particular, my confidence has really grown as a performer. But then when I became a solo artist, I was like, there's no one here now. And then when you look to someone else to talk, like I'd only talk in between songs like once or twice during a gig. You're now talking every couple of songs and you've got to find things to say. And I'm like, I normally just say hi and here's the next song, but I've now got to communicate with people. So I start having conversations with people in the front row. I don't know, I just get very comfortable. So I think it was just a small adjustment to finding who I am as a solo performer instead of who I am as part of a band.
All right, well, thank you so much for talking to us. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Over and over again. Oh, yeah. Over and over again.